Here he is, the powerful one. Let's watch.
Cheers.
Good to see you, man.
There he is.
Likewise, thanks for having me. I was commenting the round ice. I'm a fan.
Yeah, I like the round ice. It makes you feel fancy. Mm-hmm. You're a fancy person, drinking bourbon on round ice.
Let's cut to him.
Yeah,
Hold on,
whatever.
let's wait till we cut to him.
It's like, can we do this again?
There he is. Can we do this again? You know, another guest who totally blew his appearance on the mighty Joe Rogan show. You know, with all these listeners, you would think like you would prepare something or try to be like a little bit funny when you're a comedian. You see Shane Gillis goes on there. He barely tries, but he makes one joke. Or Tim Dillon, who still isn't his full self, but at least he tries.
They're trying.
And look how successful they got from that. You know, look how much it brought them. Guys like this and guys even like Hinchcliffe, they just come on and they talk normal and they talk about their little career for 3 hours with no jokes, nothing thrilling being said. Why blow this opportunity? Nobody's going to run out to learn more about you, Fahim. So this is the disgusting Fahim who's sitting around asking Joe about advice on how to get fans. You know, this guy doesn't have any fans yet. He's trying to figure out how to build a community. Well, maybe figure that out before you come on this big show. Okay, Joe? At this point, we don't really, you really shouldn't be wasting our time with guys like this on this show at this point. But we're going to show you his big lie. But let's just get comfortable with Fahim first, and then we will grow to hate him together.
Yeah. You don't ever smoke cigars and drink whiskey unless you're with me?
No, I do other people, but like, yeah, this is like the thing to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Last time was fun when we did it.
Yeah, we're conversating.
Yeah.
I like that
think
word, too.
Yeah, conversating.
Conversating. Doesn't seem like it's a real word, but I think it is.
I think so.
It is.
Yeah.
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 Ooh, it's going to be a rough JRE. Did people see this one? So, first we'll show you this one. We'll say, let's see what Joe Rogan thinks about Whitney Cummings. You're going to be shocked with this
This is
one.
just a little opener.
Yeah,
you know,
he's
you have the main time code and then you got the opener.
He's really out of it. He's really out of date. I'm actually worried about how out of it he's becoming and the things that are flying out of his mouth. So is this 67 minutes in, Jules? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Just depending on what time it shows you, it's always different.
Yeah,
on
no, it's
Spotify.
showing me, so 67 even?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try to get there. 66:57. Let's try it.
I think it's like there's another
Listen to
several
this.
steps if a girl does stand up.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah. Also, though, I think that happens just with any comedian who takes the stage and is not known. You're starting from zero or a deficit.
For sure.
There is this like, this guy thinks he's funny. You gotta prove yourself funny. You're unfunny until proven funny.
For sure, but don't you think there is a prejudice that women aren't as funny?
That exists in the world. Yes.
So they go up for the most part with at least skepticism from some audience members.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is too bad. You know, because it doesn't go across sex lines. It just doesn't. Some of the best comics that we know are women. It doesn't.
Some of the best comics we know are women. Okay, that's a new one.
Sex line.
Okay. Well, let's see what he says next.
I saw Whitney's set. Whitney said she's about to film. Dude, it's fucking brilliant. It's fucking great.
Brilliant. Whitney Cummings is fucking brilliant. Do you hear that one? Brilliant. I mean, this is the stuff that's coming out of his mouth. She's terrible, by the way. She's terrible. You know, he gets drunk in the back of the room, and every friend of his that he sees, he's so happy that his friends are there, that he's drinking, and he confuses that with killing and that they're great. Let's hear what else he says about Whitney C. Cummings. Shout-outs to Ashley Cummings, by the way. Whitney's sister, who loves Redbar. She's been wishing me best wishes all year.
You saw her when she came through town?
Saw her at the Paramount. It was really funny.
When was that?
Month ago?
Okay.
Somewhere around there?
Yeah, she's about to shoot. I wonder if she's gonna do
hot
hers
right
at.
now, dude. She's her material is smooth. She's in a groove right now. It's like she's so
Excuse me?
comfortable on stage. It's really fun, but she's a perfect example. Like, she doesn't play up her looks at all. You know,
She doesn't play up her looks at all. The woman with breast implants and the ever-changing haircut every day and the pounds and pounds of oils that she uses. God forbid she gets one wrinkle around the eye when she's 70.
Well, that's hilarious because that means all of her beauty treatments make Rogan think that she's trying to be purposefully ugly.
Wow.
Don't you think?
She doesn't even play up her looks at all. You know, she looks
She
like a goddamn
downplays
dog.
them,
She's
actually.
disgusting.
Meanwhile, she's trying.
She's
to,
playing up her looks, bro.
Whitney downplays it, if anything. She's always got like pink hair. Her hair's all fucked
See,
up.
he
She's wearing-
thinks pink hair
He
is
thinks
like a
pink hair.
gross.
Yeah,
thing.
wow, look at that. Because he hates the trans so much. Wow, that's kind of an insult then.
jean jacket like Elvis.
She wears a jean jacket, downplaying her looks. You ever seen a girl in a jean jacket?
I'm wearing a jean jacket right now.
To him, a girl in a jean jacket is like looking at Tim Pool.
Also kind of an inspiring person where you look at someone who just doesn't do stand-up, like is a grinder, has
Oh my
always
God.
been like self.
She's a grinder. She's always been. Doesn't he have a cool voice for being a comedian? He's so cool.
Let's torture this guy. Like, legally.
The show is always moving, always doing things.
She grinds so hard, dude. She's
Yeah.
she's one of the people I'll have a conversation with her. She goes, "I'm about to make a documentary on violence." I go, "What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Where do you have the time for this?" And so she was.
You mean the female mind? Violence. I'm about to make a...
And now you're under my
Shut
control.
the fuck up. I'm going to start taking it out on the real Kreischer's wife soon. You're about to make a documentary about violence soon. Does Eminem know?
Telling me that I didn't even know about this. There's some crazy fucking sport they do in England. I think they do it once a year or something like that. Where was it, England or Italy?
Okay, big deal. Let's catch Fahim in his big lie. Remember, this is a Middle Eastern person. He hates gay people like the FaZe Clan does. We'll tell you about that in a second. The FaZe Clan hates gay people, and so do a lot of people. This is good. At least they're being honest for now. Let's get to the good stuff here. It's Fahim caught
79-20.
in a lie, and this is one of our favorites. This is when a comedian starts telling a story, and in the middle of it, he realizes, this story needs a little punch-up, huh? So I'm going to do what's called a few additions. Okay, we've seen comedians do additions. This is where they start telling a story, and it's whether, maybe the story's not going so well, so they quickly scramble to come up with a new part that they didn't think over. Or maybe it's going so well, and they love the laughs. They can't get enough of the laughs, so they go, oh, I'm going to keep going. And they add a new one in without really, making sure all the details line up. That's what we're about to see. These are good. And I want everyone to really rub this in Fahim's face after this. So this is 79-20.
You bet.
And it's called The Blazer Lie Story. 79-20. And I hope you guys got this live. This is a good one. You're only going to see this on Redbar. 79 what? 20?
Yep.
All right. 79-21.
Sure.
We'll do it. Let's hit it.
With a steak sauce.
Watch this.
What's your favorite steak place in Austin?
Great start to a story.
What's your favorite steak place in Austin? What's your favorite steak place in Austin?
That's what you do when you're trying to just appease Joe Rogan and you ran out of talking about your career. So we're almost like, we're an hour and a half in. He's been talking about his little comedy career and all the behind the scenes nonsense of comedy like we really need to know. And then once he was out of that, he really doesn't have anything else to say, this Fahim.
What's your favorite steak place in Austin?
Now, I don't eat steaks or no. He's one of these guys who thinks like steak's bad for you. And he's like trying to not eat it as much. Maybe he only eats it like once every 2 weeks because he thinks that's the problem. He eats lean. He eats it lean. So he didn't really have anything to say. What's your favorite steak place? And he gets Rogan talking. Now imagine this is your opportunity to be on Rogan and you start asking him about wolves, steaks, and MMA. Just what we need. So watch this.
Ooh, Austin's a good spot.
Austin. What's that Weekend song? Austin, I'm gonna move to Austin. The Weekend. All right, I'll let it play.
did Eddie V's a lot.
We were there the other day.
Yeah, Eddie V's is
Watch
shit
this.
because it's like real
Okay, he was
old
at
school.
Eddie V's, an old school steak place, right? Fahim says, oh yeah, we went there the other day. I'm sure you were dragged. It probably wasn't your decision. He's more of a Subway guy. So they went to Eddie V's. Now, Jules, why don't you pull up Eddie V's privately? Let me know how fancy it is. So you could go to like Yelp, Eddie V's, and then indoor pics. Let me know if it looks fancy. Like, do I need to be dressed up when I go to Eddie V's? Can I wear this? Can I wear a hat? That's what I want to know. Now, only a noob who barely goes to restaurants thinks he needs to get dressed up just because he's going to a place that might be a little expensive or a little bit more expensive than what he's used to. Okay, you ever met these guys who feel insecure at a restaurant because they're not dressed up?
Do you have to log in to see a Yelp review?
Wow. Ignore her, fellas.
I mean,
let's just watch the clip. Forget Eddie V's. I got this all figured out. Watch this.
I hit up
Like,
Tony.
you go in there, it's like a classic steakhouse.
Yeah.
I love that.
I was wearing a
place.
T-shirt. I'm like, oh fuck.
There you go. Okay, so this part could be true. And it is true. He went to Eddie V's. He was wearing a T-shirt. And he's like, fuck. That means you're insecure and you've never been to a restaurant. I only wear T-shirts to restaurants. Okay, covered in scars, scabs, burns. You know, I'm on medication that makes me burn in the sun instantly. So this whole arm is like bubbling and pussing and smoking, okay? But I still wear a T-shirt. It doesn't matter what you wear at a restaurant anymore. Unless you never go to them, you might think it does. So listen to this. The story starts expanding.
The schlub at this place. I didn't know how fancy it was.
Well, it's not necessarily fancy. Like, you can most certainly go there in a
I
T-shirt.
know, but I don't want to be the only guy in a T-shirt at the fucking steak place. But
It doesn't matter.
Luckily, I saw another guy with a T-shirt. I was like, all right, cool.
Austin's pretty.
Ew, that's what's going through your head? You know what's going through my head at the restaurant? Jules, you know what's going through my head? They better not screw up because I'm ready to walk out.
Yep.
I go to a restaurant, I'm itching to walk out and get in an incident with the server. You should have seen me at Fogo de Chow's. Whoa, did I go nuts? You know, if they're not playing music, it's a whole thing. You know, when I go to a restaurant, I put on the hat of a co-manager. You know, when I walk into a restaurant, I'm setting up the music for them. Hey, is this okay? Is the lighting? Really, it's a big embarrassment for Jules. All right, let's see what happens here. So remember, Fahim is visiting Joe Rogan in Austin. He heard about Eddie V's. He goes, he's wearing his black dress T-shirt, by the way. It's not like he's wearing a wacky T-shirt. He's wearing his dress T-shirt, and he's saying he feels a little uncomfortable. Okay, we got that. Good.
Pretty laid back with that. Pretty fucking laid back with
They're
Listen
not
to
going
this.
to make me wear a loner blazer.
that.
Like, sir?
I would not go.
Okay.
One time I did that. It was
Okay, here we go. Fahim starts going, you know, he's trying to think. He's on the show. He's a comedian. He's got to come up with a bit, right? So he goes, I love it when they like make you wear a loner blazer. All right, let's make that perfectly clear. That's from Seinfeld and Seinfeld probably only, okay? Remember that episode of Seinfeld where he goes to the fancy restaurant? They're like, sir, you must be wearing a coat. And he goes, really? And then he has to pull this up. Seinfeld, look at this clip, Jules. Seinfeld blazer, restaurant, sport coat. I'm sure you'll find a clip and then send that to my messages. But the thing was, everybody remembers this episode, and they gave him the corny blazer. It had this big patch on it, and he felt like a douche. It was ill-fitting. Remember that? Did you find it?
Do you recognize which one it was?
Let's see. You sent me a YouTube here. Let's see what it is. Yeah, here. It's Seinfeld buys a jacket. Wow, he's been doing a lot of jacket stuff in this series. Wow.
The exact
Like almost every episode
has a jacket.
the
theme.
premise is about like a jacket. Yikes, that's going to take me forever. Well, I don't know. If somebody knows what I'm talking about, send it to Jules in the chat or something, and we'll do it later. But watch this. So Fahim goes, don't you hate it when they make you put on one of those loner jackets? Okay. Keep that in mind. Watch this.
I was graduating high school, and my rich friend, he's like, hey, we're having dinner at the Columbia Tower in Seattle. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I thought I dressed nice. I thought it's nice for what I think.
Okay, so now he starts telling the story of how this happened to him. Okay, I'm going to back that up so we can see the beginning of this. Here's where I believe the lie begins, Fahim. Fahim, what's it like being on Redbar, by the way? Chilling. Who is this guy? I don't even know this guy. Doesn't matter if you know me. You don't have to know me to be on the show. Who is this guy? I don't even know him. Great comeback. That'll work. Okay, watch this. Come on, Fahim. You're embarrassing me. So this is Spotify, huh? I mean, you see, I've pressed play. Here we go.
Pretty laid back with that.
Watch
Pretty
this.
fucking laid back with
They're
that.
not going to make me wear a loner blazer. Like, sir?
I would not go.
One time I did that. I was graduating high school, and my rich friend, he's like, hey, we're having dinner at the Columbia Tower in Seattle. I'm
Okay,
like,
this is good, and I want everyone to pay attention to the details. One time, any story that starts with one time means they don't know why. So one time when I was graduating high school, and what did he say? He was with his rich friend?
Yes.
Okay,
He's
rich
18.
friend, right? Okay, he's with his rich friend. They go to a fancy restaurant.
oh, okay, cool. So I thought I dressed nice. I thought it's nice for what I think. I go up to the top floor of the Columbia Tower, and they're like, sir, you're going to have to wear this loner blazer.
I don't know. That sounds like something that happened on Seinfeld
blazer.
only. Now watch this.
And I'm like swimming in this. I look like a NBA, like a 98 draft class.
I would go just for the loner blazer.
So I'm having to eat this.
Watch
It's so
this.
embarrassing. It's like the blazer of shame. I'm eating with all these like this rich family, and I'm just the guy with.
Okay, now he's with a rich family. He's with a rich family now. So keep that down. Jules, why don't you make a note of these details of the story? First, he was going out with his rich friend.
Okay.
Now it's a rich family. Loner blazer. He's swimming in it. The whole restaurant, Jules, get this. They're staring at him. All right?
Rich
quite the
friend,
bit.
Rich
Quite
family,
the bit.
Swimming, staring.
Great. Listen to this.
Hand-me-down blazer that I'm swimming in, eating this food that I never get on my own.
What a weird rule.
Like, who is this off-putting to? Like, you're just shaming me.
Watch this.
You're just making everyone look over their shoulder. This little boy doesn't know any better. Like, give me a pass. If I was a 35-year-old man, give me the loner blazer. And
So he's getting off. Joe's like laughing. So he's like, yeah, man, this story fucking ruled, dude. See the excitement. He's happy. This worked. Joe's buying it. I'm finally coming. And this was his first attempt at any sort of humorous tale throughout the show. So he's very excited right now.
I deserve to be shamed. But I'm 18 at the time.
Watch this.
Like, I don't need this.
Okay, pay attention to his little smile, okay? Remember, he's very pleased with himself. Look at that. This fucking rules are making the one and only JRE laugh. Fuck yeah, dream come true. Worry's gone, right? He's been worrying for a month about being on the show. He's good now, right? Or is he?
Why didn't your friends tell you? What a setup.
I guess, but I
How
mean,
do
when
they
you're
not
18,
know?
when you're 18, you're not like, hey, wear a blazer. This place is fancy. You're
But
just,
how do your friends not know that you have to wear a blazer? Did they not know either? Or did they just magically have blazers on?
I guess they magically have.
Bro,
Maybe
it's
they're
like
so
a scene in a
fancy they
movie.
always.
They were
yeah.
fucking with you. It's like, let's make Fahim feel bad.
Like, do you have one my size? No.
Watch this.
We don't. We just have the shame blazer.
Take that smoke. Oh, fool stuff. Uh-oh. Thank you, Joe. Joe goes, why didn't your friends warn you? Wait, were all your friends wearing blazers?
Or
Because
was it the family? Because
yeah, I thought you were with a family. So this is interesting. So he went to the restaurant, right? He didn't know he had to wear a blazer. So he gets the loner blazer. But if that's true, that means all of his friends were wearing blazers. And they didn't tell him that he needed he didn't ask, hey, guys, why are you all wearing blazers? So he didn't think that part through. And you'll see he takes this fool's puff and a fool's swig.
Look at zoom in on the pause. For a
Yeah,
sec.
we will. Hold on. I'm going to get a better part. We got him. Watch this.
Friends not know that you have to wear a blazer. Did they not know either? Or did they just magically have blazers on?
I guess they magically have.
Bro,
Maybe
it's
they're
like
so
a scene in a
fancy they
movie.
always.
They were
yeah,
fucking with you.
they're
It's like,
fucking
let's
with
make
me.
Fahim
Watch
feel
this.
bad.
Like, do you have one my size? No. We
Watch this.
don't. We just have the shame
Look at that
blazer.
cigar.
Shame blazer.
Ooh, wait. Oh, it was right. You can't do that. You can't go back just a little bit with arrow keys on Spotify.
No, you have to click the 15-second. It's brutal.
It's brutal. Okay, watch this.
So we have one size fits all. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to have big people and little people, just get a giant one. Fuck those little people with no blazers.
Yeah, well, I made everyone there happy, I guess, by having the blazer on.
So,
Whoa! Remember that good mood he was in? Yikes! Good mood gone! Uh-oh!
man. I
And
forgot
for the
that he
rest
did
of the
smoke and
show,
drink.
for the rest of the show, he's killing himself inside. He's eating himself up alive over the lie, hoping nobody caught that. It throws him off. Throws him off the whole time. Look at that. That's the look. That's the look. What did I just do? And watch, that smile's gone now. For the rest of the show, that smile doesn't really come back like it used to shine.
Hilariously stupid.
Wow.
What's interesting is like you could be at that same restaurant and there's no rules for women in that way. Like a woman could have a
He's not paying attention anymore. He's panicking
What?
in his
There's
mind.
No dress code rules for women.
Yeah.
What kind of statement is that?
sleeveless shirt on,
That's a good point.
and a woman could have a skirt on where you could see her legs, and as long as she looks good, it's totally cool. Like the standards.
Right.
See, Joe's wondering why he's like not responding to him in the same way anymore. Joe's like, did you turn? Did I catch you in one of your lies?
For a woman's
yeah,
dress.
is there a loner female?
Oh, see? His eyes are shitty now. His eyes are crap. His eyes went from, I'm having a good time, this is going the right way, to, uh-oh.
You should. Okay, wait. Can you like screenshot this or something and then compare it to his face when he said, "What's your favorite steak restaurant in Austin?"
I could try. That's a lot of work for a sick old man like me. Anyway, Fahim Anwar, what did you think, huh? Pretty good. Keep your eye on him. Let's bust him for all his lies. Make him sick of his own life. Got it?